If you wanna give up, you can give up. This is your choice. You can do whatever you want. Your time's gonna come, but you cannot give up.
See, you can do anything. You can get up any hour, read any book, take any class, make any change, develop any skill, do any discipline. I mean, you can do it all. When this how and the why, or when the why starts to grow, the how gets simple.
It's going to be the hardest thing you ever did. Along the way, you're going to lose all your fucking friends. You're going to struggle. You're going to make mistakes. There's going to be multiple fucking days where you don't think that you're going to make it. And those days sometimes last for months. Nobody's going to relate to you. No one's going to understand why you're doing it. And I'm going to tell you this. They might laugh at you now. Everybody laughed at me back in the day. Guess who's laughing now? Me.
Remember that. Relish in it. Get it all over you. Reflect in these moments. Because the trials are what make you great. The trials are what forge you into tempered steel that is unbreakable and unbendable. It's these moments. Embrace them.
See men fall. Don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation, nor from the weakness that will cause us to stumble and fall. When you laugh at somebody else, your enemy or your friend, you are laughing and opening a way for your own demise when you do that. Because to laugh and not learn, to make mockery and not to understand, is to make the same mistake yourself.
You must be willing to evolve from a child to an adult with purpose. You must be willing to put away childish things and find a way to put in work, no matter where you are.
This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm gonna take advantage of it. So y'all gotta do me a favor. From now on, when you do what you do, I don't care if you practice it. You put in 120% every time, or you don't put in nothing, because listen to me very closely. Today, this opportunity you have, it might not be here next year. It might not be here the year after next. It might not be here the year after that. This is the only moment you got. And you better take advantage of this particular moment.
Only weak motherfuckers in life go after things and attempt things they already know they can achieve. You've got to do something you're not quite sure of. Try something new if you want to switch it up. That's where growth comes, man. That's when your body's forced to adapt, forced to suffer the discipline today, so you never suffer the form of regret tomorrow.
There is no story without a plot. There is no story without a villain trying to bring the hero down. That's why we watch the movies. That's why we read the stories. We want to see that story of triumph. It's what inspires us deep down within to take the same action.
I want y'all to remember something. When a winner and a loser first start something, they both got the same goal. Right? I'm gonna say it again. When a winner and a loser first start something, they both got the exact same goal. When something first starts, but somewhere in the midst of the journey and the process, somebody looks at the outcome and somebody focuses on the strategies and the processes that it takes in order to drive the outcome.
Whatever time that you have to attack like you're trying to save the world. You're trying to save your life. You don't want to drown. Go. You got to get after it. And you got to have discipline. Most people don't have those things. Most people don't understand what it's like to really go for something. And to know that the consequences of not doing that are horrific.
Champions aren't found on the podium with their hand up. No, champions are found in the lab studies, the thousands of hours of hard work when no one's watching. That's what makes the will unstoppable. When you're in here and no one else is, and you're pushing yourself harder than anybody with no one around.
Inside your heart, inside your soul, you must see yourself achieving and doing what no one in your family has ever done. You must see yourself as the one who is the generational curse breaker. You have to see yourself as the person that is going to be strong enough to lift the family out of poverty. You have all the skills and all the talent. All you have to do is surround yourself with people who will encourage you and challenge you to grow. Don't take the easy route.
Overthinking is the art. It's an art. It is literally an art. It's an art that a lot of individuals here have mastered. It's the art of creating issues and problems that don't exist. There's enough issues in life that already exist. Fear is an instinct. Fear propels you. It wakes you up. It gets you going. Doubt you create. Everything you've doubted about yourself, everything you've doubted about your abilities, everything you've doubted about how far you can go, everything you've doubted about how hard you should work, everything's doubted about where you should be. You created it. You're supposed to be scared. You're supposed to have fear. You're not supposed to have doubt.
There's going to be things that go on that are out of your control. The worst thing you can do is let something that's out of your control control you. Get control of yourself. Get control of your emotions. Don't get angry. Don't get frustrated.
I know what it's like. And I know what it's like to tell yourself, hey, I'm going to start on Monday. And then for the next 5 days, you gorge yourself, or you're extra lazy, or you treat yourself extra much because you know you're going to do it this time. And this time I'm serious, and this time I'm for real, and I'm going to get it done. Except you're not. And you know you're not. And if you really want it to change, and if you really want to make a change, and you really want to be different, and you really want it to be this time, start now.
All you need to know to change anything is, A, you're never going to feel like it. You're never going to feel ready to start that business. You're never going to feel ready to have that hard conversation. You're never going to feel like getting out of bed. We're designed to stay comfortable and safe. So if you know that you're, A, never going to feel like it, and B, that no one's coming, it's up to you. You're not a kid anymore.
When we're in love, we learn about who we want to be. But when we're in war, we learn about who we actually are. And learning who you are doesn't come automatically. Knowing if whether or not you're the person who runs, flees, and hides, or the one who stands up and picks up their shield and fights in the face of adversity. That's not something you learn just by going through the motions, living on automatic, on autopilot, as if everything that you've ever wanted to know about yourself was already put into your mind. No. You have to go out and discover it. You have to uncover it, peel back the layers that society has placed on.
Everything's gonna be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, you don't go out and put in the effort, one, you're not gonna get the results. But two, more importantly, you don't deserve it. You didn't earn it.
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
When you figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you devote your life to it like a maniac, like you're all in on this thing, and you manifest, most of these people end up doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become. And there's no excuses, there's no fucking days off. This is people who dive in and they're hardcore and they're focused and they know what they want, they know who they are, and they lay out these short-term goals and this roadmap on how to get there. Most of those people make it. When you look at someone and you say that man or that woman has something that I don't have, you're telling yourself a justification as to why you can't do it. You're talking yourself out of it. They didn't have that ability either. They got it from showing up every day and executing, and especially when they don't feel like it.
I'll say it again. Don't confuse movement with progress, because you can run in place and not get anything done. So are you moving forward, and who you're taking with you, and how you make things better by the God-given talent that you all have in whatever area it may be.
They tell you don't pursue the difficult, pursue comfort. Don't go after what is challenging, just settle. Be grateful for what you have and stay low. Don't make any noise. What they're really telling you is that you need to play small. Telling you that you need to settle for less than who you're supposed to be. The path to success is narrow and straight,
But for you to be that walk it because it's lined with so many opportunities to fall off track, you are stronger than that. That the difficult thing is worth pursuing. The difficult thing is worth it because I get to know who I am.
Always be intentional with your desires.
The person you have to spend the most time listening to in your life is yourself. Try not to lose their respect.
Even if you're on the bench, your mindset must be putting you in the game, coach. You got to start putting that in the atmosphere. Give me the opportunity, I'm ready. But you can't say that and you can't put it in the atmosphere if you don't put in the work. The work begins in the mind. It's a decision that you want to do more than just exist. That you want the opportunity to lead somebody by example. And in order to be an example, you must make one of yourself.
I'm talking to you. You're going through a storm right now. And I want you to know, whatever you're going through right now, if you can just muster up enough strength to hold on and hold out. If you do not quit, if you do not give up, it's coming, baby. Hold on. You keep going. You keep studying. You keep writing. You keep singing. You just keep on keeping on. And if you persevere, I'm telling you, trouble don't last always. Every storm that's come, it will pass.
So they told you what you did wasn't good enough. They told you that you wouldn't be anything. They told you that you weren't tall enough, you weren't fast enough, that you weren't strong enough. You didn't come from the right neighborhood, but still you show up.
Of course, you don't feel like doing it. It's hard, whatever it is. And you rationalize and you justify and you make excuses like a high-priced defense attorney trying to win the case for weakness. That lawyer in your head is good. That lawyer knows just what to say.
You don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it. If you're gonna do it to try and be the best. Not be better than other people, be the best for you.
Turn your feelings off when it comes down to you wanting to be better. What that means is when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings gotta go away. If you want to achieve greatness. I'm talking about the grind. You grind. Your feelings have to go away.
Do I have weakness? I am nothing but weakness. I'm not naturally strong or fast or flexible. I'm certainly not the smartest person in the world. I get emotional over stupid things. I eat the wrong foods. I don't sleep enough. I procrastinate and I waste time. I care too much about meaningless things and not enough about important things. My ego is too big, my mind is too small, often trapped inside itself. Now, all that being said, I have a saying. A person's strength is often their biggest weakness, but their weaknesses can become strengths.
To have a goal that's worth dying for. If you don't have a goal that's worth dying for, what the hell you want to do it anyway?
If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way physically to make it happen. If you're short up here, it doesn't matter what you do with these guys. It will never materialize into anything. No dream will ever become a reality. Winners, the difference between them and the spectators is the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time. Their belief is so strong, even though they hit failure, they get knocked on the ass. They're finding the intentional fortitude to stand back up again, face that same challenge, learning from the previous mistakes, and make it happen.
Get the fuck over it. They no longer want you. Maybe you failed a test in school, you worked your ass off. Guess what? You failed the test. Get over it, move past it. Learn to not let life hijack your brain. At work, you've been working your ass off for that new promotion. You don't get it, someone else does. Guess what? Get over it. Life will hijack your mind if you let it. Don't allow all these things to make you a lesser person. You must own your mind. Don't let life own yours.
Never say never. Because limits, like fears, are often
just an illusion.